Hello, family, friends, and fans. I'm Fletcher Rhoden, and this is City of Eternal Spring, track by track. It's a mini series I'm doing to promote my new record, City of Eternal Spring. You know, in the old days, they used to get a person to sort of talk about their album track by track on the radio. Well, I'm doing that on the internet. I'm here every Friday for a 10-week run, actually 12-week run, and 11 weeks, I think, total, but whatever. You get it. Uh, every Friday on this YouTube channel. Uh, you can check out my other shows too. I've got Fletcher Rhoden's Pet Peeves and Quotes and Quips with Fletcher Rhoden. Those are on alternating Mondays on this same YouTube channel, different playlist. I got lots of stuff, so check it all out. Uh, but right now we're talking about City of Eternal Spring, this new record that I wrote and produced here in Medellin, Colombia. They do say Medellin, by the way, not Medellin. Um, Even in Ecuador, they say, "Oh, you're going to Medellin," but here they say Medellin. So that's something you can correct your friends with at parties. They love that. All right, so we're on the third track now of this mini series, third track of City of Eternal Spring, and this song is called Our Eternal Spring. So a little bit inspired by the nickname of the city. Medellin, Colombia is called the City of Eternal Spring. This song, of course, is it's one of two songs that sort of attempts a ska approach. I did some ska music on uh, quadrilogy, and I've always liked it. I've always liked that beat. It's a hard one to master, but I always liked it. So this record has two songs of that sort. This is one of them, and you know it's one of those songs. It reminds me a bit of the songs on my last record, which was called "I'm Possible." And I recorded that in Las Vegas last year and released it. I actually recorded it. Yeah, I recorded it last year and released it last year, but with several months in between. Anyway, so that record was a real optimistic, looking forward to the future. I was selling out of Vegas and looking forward to moving. And so I was really optimistic, and I wanted some songs that sort of expressed that and reflected it. And so, I wrote them. And this album, this song, "Our Eternal Spring," has kind of that feel to it. It's like really optimistic, really ebullient, really looking forward to the future. It's 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 honestly for a person younger than me. I mean, I'm 60 almost, so I don't I'm not looking forward to the future with that much enthusiasm, the way a young person would, the way a young 20 something person in love, just about to get married and start their lives and all that. Impossible had that kind of vibe to it. Not because I was that much younger last year, I wasn't, but because I just was feeling that ebullience and I wanted to express it. And this song has that. If you wanted to say that it's a narrative, then the singer is a young person who's just embarking on life. Our eternal spring. We're just, we're just entering our eternal spring. But of course, there's a lot of irony to it because I know, as the writer and the singer, and I think any listener will listen to it and get that nobody has an eternal spring, that that's an illusion. It's perfect. The chorus is, "We're just entering our eternal spring. It's perfect, or it's going to last forever and a day. We're just entering our eternal spring. It's perfect, and that's how it's going to stay." So the joke is, we all know that ain't true. Sorry, that's life. And there's a good amount of irony in it, which keeps it from being too unabashedly cheerful and therefore nauseating. You know, I like the mix of sweet and sour in my art, in my stories, in my music, uh, even in my painting. I like a sort of darkness. I like a dark undertone to what otherwise might be a cheerful thing. I think that works. I think that adds a flavor to art that it's often missing. You know, McCartney doesn't do that. He just has the bright side and not the dark side. It's not as good. So this song has it's really optimistic and forward looking, and it's from the point of view of a young person, but it's evident that that the song's perspective is illusory. But it still gets the point across. It's still energetic. It's still, you know, I'm 60 almost, but I'm a young almost 60. So I've still got a lot of energy and a lot of youth. I never really did grow up, thank God. Don't come to me with that growing up stuff. I don't want to hear it. Um, so this song sort of reflects that. Now, when you go to the link below, it'll take you to the YouTube video, and you can hear it for yourself and see if you can't hear that dichotomy of light and dark, which I use a lot. It's one of the hallmarks of my stuff, and it's fun. But it's a good song. It's an interesting beat. The drums are not on the 2 and the 4. That's interesting. Um, there's a lot of horns. You know, I recorded this album on GarageBand. I mention that because, uh, you know, a lot of the stuff, everything that I recorded in Vegas, and that includes Quadrilogy and The Wendy Theory and I'm Possible and Sexiest Guy in the World Goes Electric and my family friendly novelties album, Songs for Funny Families. They were all recorded in Vegas, and I used Pro Tools. And I played the drums myself. They weren't an acoustic drum kit. I had an acoustic snare drum, but you know, the drums were played on a keyboard, but I did play them. They weren't loops. I played every drum part myself, as I did on Boondoggle and all the records that have acoustic drums. Uh, so even on the Five and Dime, which is sort of a best of collection, those are digital drums, but they were on a pad, and I played them manually. This when some of you may know that I recorded 2 a cappella albums last year, and they're being held over for release. And I used GarageBand because what happened is I had downloaded GarageBand in order to remix and remaster Boondoggle, which had been recorded on GarageBand. So I had GarageBand freshly in my computer, and I decided it was just easier to use it for the acapella. And then when I started making this record, I just decided it was easier to use it. It's very comparable and high quality, GarageBand is, and it has drum loops. So I use drum loops for this record, and it's got sounds. It's got percussion sounds that I used a lot. It's got horn sounds and string sounds that I used. And so this song, like Holding You, which I talked about a couple weeks ago, this song has got a nice horn contingent, and I used it a lot. And I like that feel. It's sort of the rhythm and blues aspect of my music, and so I use it a lot, and it's in there. Uh, Check it out. Listen to it. I'm not pretending it's a real horn section. It's not. I'm not pretending the drums are live. They're loops. That's the way people make music these days. A lot of people make music using those things, and so I'm just being current. But my music still sounds very old-fashioned. If anything, I think I'm not timely. You know, my music sounds a bit old-fashioned, but then maybe it's timeless. I don't know. Listen to it and check out for yourself. Stay tuned for more of these. I'm not even halfway through analyzing these songs. Every Friday, I'll be here for the next 7 weeks or whatever it is. So come back, check out more, listen to another free song next week. Download the whole album. It's great. It's worth it. It's worth $10. You can also check out my other shows, Fletcher Rhoden's Pet Peeves, Quotes and Quips with Fletcher Rhoden. I've got reruns of other things. Tracking the Lone Wolf is a show I did in 2023. Reruns are up on a different YouTube channel. And so check it all out. My music, my books, me, my new record, City of Eternal Spring. It's available now wherever you like to download your favorite music. There you can download mine. That's it. Come back next week. Check out more of this. Enjoy. Have a good time. Tune in again. And until then, bye, Mary.